4 is Good Sound Advised. Middle of the field, it's 5. Here's the Magic. 6 is Summer Indian. The outside, 7, San Pietro. Number 8 is Majestic Image. And number 9 is Jake Be Nimble. 2-year-old trotting colts and geldings in the hands of the starter. It's post time. Eight swings down the backstretch for today's 6th race. 130,000 up for grabs in your Ontario Sire Stakes Gold Final for 2-year-old trotting colts, and they're off. And trotting in a good start for Good Sound Advice right down the middle. Racing there in second, it's On Stride. Here comes Summer Indian challenging early. Racing in the 4th, that's a Prized Fighter. 5th sees a White Viking, and Jake Be Nimble 6th away. Into that turn, here's the Magic, followed by San Pietro and Majestic Image, the early trailer. As they race through that first turn, it's a Good Sound Advice showing the way, but Prize Fighter wants the front and gets it for Jameson. They lead it at the opening quarter in 28-1. Prized Fighter on top. Good Sound Advice now trotting there in second. Summer Indian races along in third. Sitting in 4th on the inside, it's On Stride. White Viking rounding out your top 5. In 6th, that's a Jake Be Nimble, followed by Here's the Magic, San Pietro, and Majestic Image trailing. Single file, they swing towards the half, and Prize Fighter leads it by 2.5 lengths. Good Sound Advice right there in second, and Summer Indian unchanged from third. A half of 58-3, and they round that turn and down the backstretch, straightening out. It's Prize Fighter. Here comes Summer Indian. First up, Summer Indian is trotting up a storm on the outside. Will try and track down Prized Fighter. Prized Fighter digs in. Summer Indian on the outside. Good Sound Advice racing in third. Closing in 4th, that's a Jake Be Nimble. Here's the Magic now in 5th. Off Stride goes On Stride, followed by San Pietro and White Viking. 3/4, 128-1, and they're into that far turn on the inside. That's a Prized Fighter. Summer Indian getting the rough ride on the outside. Good Sound Advice will swing 3 wide. Here's the Magic and Jake Be Nimble. They come for home, and Off Stride went a Prized Fighter. Summer Indian leads the way. Good Sound Advice. Here's the Magic. Reg Gassian. Good Sound Advice has the late lead. Here's the Magic. Good Sound Advice and the Gas Man. They get it done by 3/4 of a length. Here's the Magic. Summer Indian third. There's your Ontario Sire Stakes Gold Final. 158-1. On the board, judges having a look at the breaking horses at the 3/4 and in the stretch. Please hold all tickets. Regarding the inquiry, there are no violations of the braking rules. Numbers on the board are good. 10, 5, 6, 7. Once again, congrats to Good Sound Advice, taking your Ontario Sire Stakes Gold Final for 2-year-old trotting colts and geldings. Reg Gassian getting the winning drive. Good Sound Advice, 158-1. It's official, 10, 5, 6, 7.